welcome back to this gathered schoolhouse. I hope you have your coffee. In my curriculum video, I kind of shared with you everything we have, everything we're doing, and I said, let me know if you want to see a more in detailed sort of flip through of certain ones. And you pretty much all just said, well, not all, but a lot of you said like, yes, please, all of it. We want to see more detail on all of it. So today's video, I am going to take you, now please remember that we have not started school yet. So I can't speak to like, I'm not giving you a review of this curriculum, like how I like it. I'm just sharing with you sort of how you use it and a more detailed flip through of it. So today I'm going to show you the Good and the Beautiful's pre-K curriculum and the activity sets that come with it, as well as the Level K primer. So as I've mentioned before, it comes in pre-K, Level K primer, kindergarten. Again, I just feel like it's important to mention, I know the Good and the Beautiful works with a lot of YouTubers and Instagrammers and things. I found them through those awesome people, but I am not working with them. They didn't send me this. I paid for everything myself. All right, so before we jump in really quickly, just as a reminder, if you go on the Good and the Beautiful's website, they have lots of ways for you to sort of place and take placement tests and sort of figure out which level your child needs to be in. They really are very clear about like they need to know this. They don't know it all, then fall back to this level, which I think is really great in helping you sort of decipher what level your child needs to be on. All right, guys, so here is everything that comes with the pre-K curriculum, the course book. You have your alphabet flip books, and it goes letters A through F, G through L, M through S, and T through Z. Then you have all of these various games, and I will show those in a second, but let's start with a flip through of the course book. So it shows you on the front here, just like they usually do, what this book covers: letters and sounds, vowels, numbers, colors, motor skills, sorting, matching, and rhyming. Your little about this course section telling you what it covers, sort of the general age range of child that would probably benefit from this course, and what does it include: the spiral bound course book, the 4 spiral bound letter flip books, and the activity packet. At what age should you start your child? And it tells you how to get started with this course. Again, you just simply cut out and prepare the games, which I have already done. And then there's no other prep. You just sort of open and go. But it does have a list for you here of items to always have on hand. The extra items that are needed. So again, some of these are optional, obviously. I would recommend just grabbing these things and putting them in the box before you start the school year, just so there's no need for searching, because while you know you might have 7 cotton balls, digging around for them in the morning or whatever can be annoying. And then again, it talks about how long you should be doing this, whether you should be trying to do a full lesson a day or more than a lesson. Again, most 3- and 4-year-old children should be able to focus for 10 to 30 minutes. So that's about all they recommend doing. And of course, always listening to your child's cues. How to prep the activity packets, when you'll start using the flip books in lesson 7, and the vowel song that was written by Jenny Phillips, where you can download that to help your child memorize the vowels. So this curriculum has 53 lessons, and here you see Unit 1, Lesson 1. It tells you up top the items that are needed. It gives you this awesome checkbox to check what is completed. Again, it tells you like in blue what you are supposed to do, and then basically it gives you the exact language, which you don't have to obviously read it verbatim, but it gives it to you in case you feel like you need to. And you just start slowly teaching a child the 2 different ways a letter can be written, uppercase or lowercase, basic tracing, and then having them circle the uppercase. They do some cutting practice on this page. Then lesson 2, you see you need crayons, paint, paintbrush, and blank white paper. And again, all the different activities that they would do. A little bit of artwork here that you're sort of having your child look at and point out the parts of the picture that are green, point at something that's brown. How many hats is the boy wearing? It gives you the answer in case you don't know that he is only wearing 1 hat. You do a little bit of review. So the lessons kind of go on like that. Let's sort of jump to the middle of the book. Let's go to like 25. Okay, so about the middle of the book, now you're using the letter flip book M through S, introducing letters M through S, having them trace it, having them practice their fine motor skills by placing a dot of glue on each dot. then placing a cotton ball on it, matching the first letter. So that's kind of what we're doing here in the middle of the book. And then the final lesson here, you see that you need letter memory from the activity packet, vowel cups from your previous lesson, and then you practice naming the vowels, have them cross out the letter on each row that is not a vowel. And again, it has you playing the letter memory game, doing some sorting over here, cutting out the little critters at the bottom and sorting them by animals and fruits. Okay, so that's a look at the course book and sort of what kind of things your child will be learning in here. Again, as you can see, it's just fun and colorful, tallest and shortest. And the activities are different, you know, it's just different things. It's not the same thing every day. Sometimes you're using things, again, like cotton balls and gluing. Other times you're cutting. Sometimes you're doing one of the activities. So lots of different stuff to mix it up. Okay, so here's a look at the alphabet flip book. So I still need to go through and cut these pages, because what you do is cut them and separate them so that your child can match the uppercase, lowercase, and the beginning sound. You know, fox, uppercase F, lowercase f, and they would flip through till they matched them. So that's the idea here. I just need to go through and cut the pages, which I have not done yet. So that is what the flip books look like. And they're pretty sturdy. And these pages feel pretty sturdy. I can't imagine my kids destroying these, but you never know. You have some fun little games like hiding the mouse. You lay out all these different houses and you as the parent hide the mouse, and then the child has to tell you the letter and the sound and check and see if the mouse is behind it. That's one of the little games. Just a little cube with letters, and you can roll it and then they have to tell you the letter and the sound it makes. There is a letter memory game, and this is the one they mentioned in the last lesson, but there are obviously all the letters here, uppercase and lowercase, and then there are some picture cards. So you can play it two different ways. You can just have do the memory with the uppercase and lowercase letters, or you can use the letters and the picture cards. So, you know, they've got to match M with monkey, that kind of thing for the memory game. And this one's cute too. You have these three little pets, turtle, dog, and cat. And then you have all these different household things like a dresser, a chair. And again, you as the parent hide the pets behind them, and the child has to tell you the letter and the sound, and then they get to try to collect all three of the pets or find all three of the pets behind the cards. This one I know my son is gonna love. It's like a fly swatting one. So you just lay these out and they use a fly swatter. You would maybe like call out the sound of the letter, then they have to fly swat the right card. So yeah, I know anytime my son can get told he's allowed to hit something, he'll love that. A number slider, again, I still need to cut this part, and then you just slide this through here. And then the last game is the feed the elephant game. Inside this bag I have all these different peanuts with uppercase and lowercase letters on them, and they have to tell you the sound and the letter, and then they get to feed it, slide it through here, feed the elephant. So a bunch of fun little games. Okay, so that was a look at the pre-K level curriculum that we will be using for Jonah and some of for Rosie as well, to work on letters and sounds and all that kind of stuff. Now we're gonna jump in and take a look at the level K primer, which I just spit a little, sorry, that we are using for my son Noah, who's 6, and he will be doing this hopefully relatively quickly and then jumping into their kindergarten level. Okay, so these are the two items that come in the level K primer. You have the My First Reading book as well as the level K primer course book. So let's jump in here first. As you can see, just like always, it tells you everything that is included, all of the subjects that are included. Mastering letters, mastering numbers 1 through 15, learn long and short vowels, and reading simple words, rhyming, sorting, and more. And this one flips open like this, which is a little different than the others. And then of course you have your About This Course page. And this just covers like, when should your child start the course? What does it cover? So as you can see here, there's a section that says, what does this course cover? And it does tell you that this course is designed for children ages 4 to 6. And it just kind of goes over everything from mastering letters and sounds, counting, all of that kind of stuff, as well as explaining that some letters have more than one sound, and that the course teaches the most common sound of each letter and the short and long sound of each vowel. The set includes the course book and the reading book. And just like you know, most things with the good and the beautiful, you just have to gather the items that are needed, and I'll show you that in a second, but there's no prep time. It's just open and go. You just follow the instructions on each lesson, and here it lists for you all the extra items that will be needed throughout the course. So I would recommend just going through and looking, if you're gonna do this, and just gathering all this stuff up and putting it in some kind of a bin for your child. That way it's separated, you know you have it all, and you won't have to be scrambling looking for anything later. I do love that they explain, like, as far as lessons go, that you really should listen to your child, pay attention to your child's cues and not push them too far. So they believe you can do 20 to 30 minutes a day, but again, it's really dependent on the child. So for some children, they might do more than one lesson a day, and for others, they might take 2 days to do one lesson or something like that. So I love that they encourage you to just watch for your child's cues to make sure you're not overdoing it. And then it lets you know that you'll use the My First Reading book starting in lesson 21, and it will instruct you when to read. And then there is a vowel song that was written by Jenny Phillips, and it tells you where to download it, and you can also use this song to help your child memorize vowels. All right, so as far as actual lessons go, you'll see up here it tells you the items that are needed for the lesson. You'll need 12 dried beans for lesson 1, and then it has a little completed with a checkbox. If you are like me, you live for the check box. Anytime you can check off something, man, it's a rush, right? It's like skydiving. Okay, so it just goes through and tells you what to do. And in blue is like your instructions, and then black is sort of what you're supposed to say. And then same thing here, and again, more check boxes. And it tells you what to do for this activity. Have the child place a dried bean on all the uppercase A's. Have them say the sound of the letter as the bean is placed on it, and do that for all of them. So again, just fun, and I mean, hello, that's just really pretty. And the second part of lesson 1 would be to have the child trace letters starting on the purple dot and follow the numbers, etc. So just tracing, singing the alphabet, reading to your child, asking them to name words, all that kind of stuff. And then they're working on T down here. So sort of A and T are in lesson 1. Again, you have a little checkbox here, checkboxes all along here. I mean, you can go checkbox crazy. So that's the basic layout of a lesson in this course. But just to give you a little further idea, I'm just gonna flip through for a second so you can see lesson 2. Look at how cute. Look at how cute those little pets are. How adorable. Yeah, and again, like here on lesson 4, it shows you for this lesson, you're gonna need 6 cotton balls, a glue stick, clothespin, 5 pennies. It would just be nice to have all that gathered up and not have to scurry around the house and try to find it. All right, so there's 34 lessons total for this course book. So let's kind of jump forward a little bit. We'll look at lesson 23 and sort of see. Now we've got the My First Reading book out, and we are reading very basic sentences. So it says here, you know, have the child read the book Kim in My First Reading book. So you'll open this up. I dig Kip, Kim. So this is the little story that they would be reading that day. It's just so pretty. I mean, it's really pretty. I like pretty things. So have the child identify the letter that each image below starts with and say the sound of the letter. So we're getting a little deeper here. And then of course, let's see the final lesson, lesson 34, have the child isolate the sounds in the word bat, sad, and hymn, and have them write numbers 13, 14, 15 2 times on a whiteboard. Have the child read the words on all the signs below. Then it's got some review down here for you to do with them, reminding them how many letters are in the alphabet, asking them to tell you a word that rhymes with hat, all that kind of stuff. We've got some more write and read here, counting, a little bit of counting, and then some more basic sentence reading. So this is the Primer K. So this is the Primer K course book. And again, the My First Reader, just a quick little flip through here so you can see Kip, I dig, I sit. Oh, what a cute little piggy. Kim, Tad, Bob has a box. How cute. So that's the little book, the little reader that goes with Level K Primer. All right, guys, there you have it, a flip through of the pre-K and the Level K Primer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful if this is a curriculum that you are considering. Again, I will leave links down below in the description box, and stay tuned because next week I have some really fun videos coming up for you next week. I'm hoping to get not only our homeschool room tour video up, but also I'm gonna share with you guys how I'm organizing everything to homeschool 5 kids. So I'm gonna show you everything, all the things about how I'm organizing, and hopefully that will be helpful to some of you who might have larger families and all that. So stay tuned next week. Be sure to subscribe if you are not already. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. And as always, please leave me a comment and let me know what other videos you would like to see next. If you'd like to see a flip through of anything else specifically, just, you know, keep your ideas coming, because I love sort of taking what you guys want to see and running with it. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.